Toyota Center in downtown Houston. FSN Houston presents Rockets basketball, and tonight the Rockets taking on the Sacramento Kings. Hi everybody, I'm Bill Worrell. Good to have you with us here tonight. The Rockets doing battle with the Kings, and they're huffing and puffing, but they can't get in. I'm talking about the Rockets have won 7 games in a row. They've won 11 of their last 12, and they're still on the outside looking in the NBA playoff picture in the Western Conference. So they just have to keep winning. And Rick Adelman says, I know the All-Star break, Clyde, is coming up, but don't take it too early. Take Sacramento. Don't take them for granted. Go ahead and win this game.
They're playing really well. They got Mike Bibby, their point guard for many, many years, is back and playing well. And the Sacramento Kings are a force. They're trying to break into the playoff picture. So this game poses to be a challenging one before the All-Star break.
Well, they have Bibby back, but they also have one of the best 2 guards and one of the best kept secrets, I think, in the NBA. And we're talking about Kevin Martin. He'll be matched up with Tracy McGrady tonight, and that should be an interesting matchup between 2 great athletes.
2 great athletes, 2 high-scoring 2 guards. Kevin Martin is slightly built, but he puts up big numbers. And as you said, Bill, he's one of the most underrated players in our league. Averaging 23 points a game, jet quick, can pull up on the dime and knock down the open jumper. He's great in transition, and he's a good young player. On the other hand, you got the great one, Tracy McGrady, doing what he does. He's not at full strength, but he's still making a tremendous impact on the overall game of the Houston Rockets. There you see him knocking down the open jumper, and he's playing great defense. He's become more of a distributor in the offense, and I like what he's doing on the floor.
Yeah, Tracy scored 40 points against Sacramento in Sacramento back on December 1st, and the Rockets still lost the game. So he'll be trying to get it to somebody else. Now, when we talk about stopping the basketball, we're talking about 2 of the best. Ron Artest may be one of the top players in all-time NBA history in steals per game. He and Shane Battier will get right on you.
2 guys who will get after you, but also Ron Artest can score. He's averaging almost 19 points a game. There you see him going to the basket. Still has the range from deep outside. Ron Artest is a heads-up, gutsy player who loves the big moments. And for the Rockets, you got Shane Battier, Mr. Consistency. Watch the block on Brandon Roy. Shane does this on a nightly basis. He takes on the highest scorer. He knocks down the open threes. Very consistent starter for the Houston Rockets.
Time for the Toyota keys to the game.
Well, they got to get back in transition D. This is a young Kings team, and they can fly. They got to get it to Yao on the inside. And lastly, you got to defend Kevin Martin because he can make it to the basket against anyone.
Rockets going for their 8th win in a row. And we'll be back with the tip-off in just a moment. The Rockets and the Kings coming up next on FSN Houston. Again, everybody, and welcome back to Toyota Center. The Kings and the Rockets preparing to do battle. Let's check out tonight's Southwest Airlines starting lineups. For the Sacramento Kings, a veteran crew of Ron Artest, Mikey Moore, Brad Miller, Kevin Martin, and Mike Bibby. For the Houston Rockets, Shane Battier, Luis Scola, Yao Ming, Tracy McGrady, and Rafer Alston. Well, for the Rockets, 8 are wild right now. It's been a great 0-8 for Houston. They have come out, they've won 13 of their 16 games. And they're trying to take it to 8 wins in a row. And we'll have the tip-off for you coming up next on FSN Houston. Hi again, everybody, and we're moments away from tonight's tip-off. Let's go courtside, and Patty Smith.
Well, thank you, Bill. Our Geico quote tonight is actually a very wise little piece of advice that Coach Rick Adelman gave to his team on this 7-game win streak.
Told our guys this morning that, don't go on the All-Star break before this game. That can happen sometimes where you go out and you kind of let down a little bit, and but we've got to try to finish this off against a team that's going to, last night, they're so up and down.
And Bill, Coach also said that this is a very tough team to match up against, and he's also very impressed with the play of a guy that you've been talking a lot about, and that is Kevin Martin.
Yeah, Kevin Martin is quite a player, Patty, and we'll keep an eye on him all night tonight. Rick had a great 8 years in Sacramento. Won 55, 61, 59, 55, and 50 for 6 of his 8 years. in Sacramento with the coaching staff that's with him now. Elston Turner and T.R. Dunn and R.J. Adelman. So, of course, he's getting a lot of hugs. Here comes Mike Bibby over to say hi to Coach. And, of course, he knows all those players very well, and he won with those guys. And so look at them all. And that shows you a little bit about your coach, all the affection your former players hold for you. Here comes Mikey Moore even over.
Nothing but respect. Rick Adelman commands respect. I've never seen a player who didn't love him who played for him.
Well, Reggie Theus has taken over now. Reggie was a TV broadcaster when he got out. He played 13 years in the NBA, went on TV for a couple of years, decided that wasn't for him. Rick Pitino got him an assistant coaching job with Louisville, and then he spent 2 seasons there, and then got his head coaching job at New Mexico, but didn't stay long there. They had a lot of success, and the Maloof brothers called him back to Sacramento, where Reggie had some great campaigns as a player.
Absolutely. I really like what Reggie is doing with this young team. He's getting these guys to believe it, and he's getting the most of their talent level. That's the mark of any good coach.
You can expect a close game when these two teams get together. 13 of the last 15 have been decided by 9 points or less. And immediately there is a foul on the play by Brad Miller.
The reason they play so tight against each other, Bill, is because their styles are similar. They're predictable.
Well, the only difference is the Rockets attempt to play defense. Sacramento just tries to outscore you. There's Scola taking it in for 2. Great drive by Luis Scola, who gains confidence every game. You can just see it.
One of the best moves of the season was inserting Scola into the starting lineup.
Well, since the Rockets did that against the Utah Jazz, they've gone 7-1 with Scola in the starting lineup. And a kicked ball reset the shot clock to 14 seconds. The officials for tonight's game: Tom Washington, Derek Collins, and David Guthrie. Guthrie, Collins, and Washington, the officials for tonight's game. Artest gets it inside and scores.
You notice what Artest did off the little back pick? He went right into the shot blocker, hit Yao Ming, bumped him so he couldn't jump, and laid it up. That's the way to attack a shot blocker.
Artest in the last 6 games has been over 20 points until last night. He was held to 18. There's Rafer missing his first shot of the game. And Mike Bibby, who missed the first 36 games of the season with a fractured thumb, is now back in the lineup, and they're thriving under his guidance. There's Miller missing. Rafer in the open court. Rafer behind the back, but a good job by the Kings to get back on defense. Oh, dangerous pass. And 3 seconds. You saw Yao running to try to get out of the lane, but it was too late.
Yeah, they saw him. He was camped out. He thought he had a pin down, but Rafer did not see him and didn't deliver the ball. Now watch the Kings with this high pick and roll. You'll get a full dose of this throughout this game.
Yeah, because Bibby's one of the best.
One of the best in the league at running the high pick and roll.
Also, Miller is a terrific passer.
He can shoot it.
Yeah, and can shoot it. There's Artest taking it inside for 2. Now, the Rockets better get ready for him. He is rough and tough. He doesn't back up. And he'll come out all guns firing tonight.
One of the most physical players in the game today, Ron Artest.
This is the last game for both of these teams before the All-Star break this weekend. Battier open and hits a 3. Now, Shane had 2 big three-pointers back-to-back in the last game, win over Portland, and so that's 3 for 3 for him in the last couple of quarters.
And he started to shoot the ball a little bit more freer. He used to be a reluctant shooter. Now I see him being a lot more aggressive, and I like that. The Rockets are going to need his production down the stretch.
3-point shooting is up to 39% now. And there's a foul on Scola. That's going to be a tough assignment for Scola on Artest.
Yeah, Artest is much quicker, and he's using that quickness to his advantage by driving to the basket time after time after time. You're going to have to make an adjustment on that matchup. Now he's posting him up.
Yep. Taking it inside, and Scola with a great defensive play. Mikey Moore with a reach, couldn't get it. T-Mac in the open court to Scola. He's fouled. He'll shoot 2. It was a great attempt by T-Mac to get that ball up the court in a hurry.
Look at the great block by Scola on Artest. Loses it, but look at T-Mac, the vision of Tracy McGrady. What made that play? He didn't telegraph his pass. He didn't let anyone know that Scola was to his left until he made the pass.
Scola continues every game with his improvement. He played very little in the first matchup between these two back on December the 1st. He's up to almost double-figure scoring now.
If he plays 30, 34 minutes a game, he's a double-double guy every night.
Yeah.
Plays hard, physical. I like what he brings to the table.
Backdoor play, and Martin couldn't handle it. He had a layup had he been able to hang on to the ball. That's a shot Miller will take a lot, and he's good at it.
Yeah, he's one of the best mid-range jump shooters from the center position, other than Yao Ming, in the entire league.
It's a two-time All-Star, Brad Miller, and one of only 4 NBA players to make the All-Star team without being drafted. Yao missed it, and a loose ball foul on Scola, and unfortunately, that's 2 quick fouls on Luis. So the chuck wagon will come rolling into the game in a hurry.
Didn't take long.
First 3 minutes, Scola has to sit down. And Luis had 4 points, but he has 2 fouls. There's that backdoor passing again.
Backdoor passing. The Kings are very good at that. From every position, their guys are pretty good passers. So they can all facilitate the offense.
That's why they were so successful in the Rick Adelman tenure.
I think they just continued what he had implemented in that program.
Looked like one of his plays right there. Rayford takes it in for 2. Rayford Alston has been just terrific during this winning streak for the Rockets. Good job on Bibby. Rayford in the open court. Hurrying up the court over to T-Mac. They'll wait for Yao. He'll set the pick. Down to the chuck wagon, a little short. And Artest fouls Yao Ming. Well, that was an effective miss for Chuck Hayes. He missed it so badly that Yao actually took it as a pass right to the basket.
Might have been a pass. Here's the chuck wagon with the post up, the jump hook that goes about 2 feet.
Okay, let's say it's a pass.
Well,
I think it was a pass.
You know, it's hard to miss Yao Ming when he's wide open.
Yao will be the only player on either one of these teams heading to the All-Star weekend, except for Scola. He'll be going as a rookie on the rookie team. So Scola and Yao will be heading to New Orleans, but nobody on the Kings team will. Although I think Kevin Martin, if there hadn't been so many good guards on the West, Martin certainly deserves to go.
Yes, he does. Very underrated, and he performs night after night.
It's going to be a loose ball. T-Mac's got it and throws it away. Battier never thought in his wildest dreams that Tracy McGrady would give that ball up. He had his head down and he was running and never looked for the pass.
Well, the one fundamental rule on the transition on a fast break, Bill, is you don't take your eye off the basketball.
Yep.
Ever.
I think T-Mac was giving it up early so he could get it back.
Hey, I did that a couple of times. Oh, yeah. It works.
That's right. That's right. And Kevin Martin turns the ball over. Can't carry the ball, and they're really, that's a point of emphasis for the NBA officials this season, and they've called it 2 or 3 times a game.
I like it because they call it gaining an unfair advantage. Kevin Martin is jet quick. He doesn't need to carry the ball to get by you.
T-Mac to the rack, and he's fouled. Mikey Moore is called for his first foul of the game. Well, another move in the NBA today. Jason Kidd is heading to Dallas. What did you think about that?
He's back to Dallas. Don't you love that? Dallas is now a perennial force.
Dallas,
as if they were not good enough before.
Dallas had to give up 4 players, including their point guard, and 2 #1 draft choices to get him. So they're going for the now.
2 #1 picks, which you know will be 28, 29, 30 picks anyway. But still, that's 2 number-1 picks. Jason Kidd has about 3 or 4 good years left in him. I think it's a great move by the Dallas Mavericks.
Well, I'm going to have to wait and see. Giving up Harris is giving up a lot.
Anytime you get a Jason Kidd.
35 years old. Mikey Moore with a slam. Mikey Moore in his 10th NBA season on his 9th NBA team and had his best year last year. So he signed as a free agent. He played well in New Jersey.
Talk about a journeyman.
Yeah.
His name, his picture is next to the definition of the word journeyman.
13-10 Rockets. Artest getting a step on Chuck Hayes and draws the foul. Well, Rockets don't have an answer right now for Artest.
Well, they've got Chuck Hayes and Scola guarding him. He knows Artest is a natural small forward. Both Scola and Chuck Hayes play the power forward position. He's a step quicker than both of them.
When these two teams played in Sacramento back on December the 1st, the Kings won the game 107-99. Artest's point in that game, he and McGrady squared off, and Tracy had 40 points.
Tracy had a huge game.
And the Rockets still lost, though.
It wasn't enough, but on the road, it's tough to win in Arco Arena.
Yeah, it is. They perennially are one of the best home teams in the NBA.
Their crowd shows up, and they are loud.
Yow's got it inside on Mikey Moore, and if they don't give Mikey Moore any more help than that, it's going to be a long night. Yao in that first meeting had 29 points, so Yao and Tracy combined for 69 points in that first game against Sacramento, and the Rockets still lost it.
Well, hey, Bill, you know, Arco Arena might be tough to play in, but they do have the best desserts in the league.
No doubt about that. I don't know. I think the best desserts may be here.
Well, besides the Toyota Center, I mean, you got that spread that they have at Arco Arena. That's impressive.
Hold up, Bill. But what are you eating now?
Well,
cheesecake or cookies?
Well, I just finished with the cookie.
So. Yeah, I knew it. Can you pass some of that down here?
Well, I had the 3-meat barbecue plate. It was very good for dinner, so had to follow that up with a cookie. Are you hungry? I'll bring you some.
I think you ought to get the culinary job.
He's a taster.
We'll have what?
Emerald Lagasse or something like that.
Wolfgang Puck.
Yeah.
Emerald Bullard. We'll have the Bullard report prior to the game from the restaurant.
Head chef.
From the Red and White.
There is some very good food up here in the club level. I have dinner here every home game, and it's good.
Rafer hits from the outside, and the Rockets lead it by 4, 17-13. Been a lot of rumors circulating around Sacramento. Miller takes it inside, bumps into Yao, no whistle. Yao is standing straight up. Alston gets around Bibby and lays it up and in. Rafer Alston. Oh, did he put a move on Bibby? There's another almost turnover. Rafer got a hand on the ball.
Rockets do a good job of keeping their hands in the passing lane.
Bibby with a 3. That's what he does best. Among the active players still in the NBA, I think Bibby's about number 7 now in 3-pointers made in his career. So he can get it done. This is his 10th year in the NBA.
Seems like only yesterday he was a rookie.
Battier for a 3. That's 5 threes in a row going back to the last game for Shane Battier. He's up to almost 40% now from behind the arc. That's back where he belongs. Where he was last year. Kevin Martin all the way through the defense and missed the shot. T-Mac gets around Miller. Tracy all the way to the basket. Gives it up to Rafer Alston. And look at this Rockets running game, will you?
I love it. This is the part of their game that they've been missing. The transition, and the Kings will allow you to do that all night long.
11-5 run by the Rockets. Fast break points. That's unheard of right there. And a whistle and a foul on T-Mac. And Martin will be shooting a couple of free throws. 4:14 left to play in the first quarter. The Rockets with a 24-16 lead on FSN Houston.
(24-16) Rockets over the Kings.
You always look young.
The years go by, but I have the same birthday every year.
Isn't that funny? I thought everybody did.
Same number. Happy 30th.
In leap year?
You know, this is a leap year.
Yes.
That's the only time I three-putt.
Yeah. Better be. Well, Martin, one of the best free throw shooters in the league, makes both of his, and it's 24-18. Rockets shooting 67% from the field in the early going. T-Mac to the right. Well, the Rockets are getting a lot of easy looks.
Yeah, T-Mac just went right under Artest, straight to the basket for a layup. No resistance.
Beno Udrih is in the game along with John Salmons. Salmons will shoot it from the outside and miss, and Yao with the rebound. Rafer right back down, puts it up, and tipped up by Hayes, and it would not go in.
John Salmons has provided spark off the bench for this Kings team.
Yeah, having his best year. There's Artest taking it to the basket again. And another foul on Chuck Hayes. So Scola with 2, Hayes with 2, trying to stay with Ron Artest. Well, the rumors, we just talked about Jason Kidd, and of course we've talked about the Phoenix deal before. A lot of rumors flying around Ron Artest right now. Where is he going to go?
Good question. About every 2 or 3 years, you know, Ron Artest has to change his jersey.
Well, you keep hearing Denver.
That's what I keep hearing. The guy's very talented. The question is, will he fit in with the chemistry of that team? With Iverson and Carmelo?
Well, they need a defensive player. They need somebody who concentrates on defense. They got plenty of offense.
They got Carmelo at the 3. Where are you going to play Artest?
I'd put him at the 2.
Not a bad idea.
Inside to Yao. Yao trying to take the shot up, lost it. Artest back the other way, and Hayes did a good job of filling the lane and knocks it out of bounds.
Again, Rockets very active with their hands.
2:55 left to play in the first quarter. The Rockets lead it by 6.
Welcome back to Toyota Center. The Rockets up by 6.
Carl Landry will enter the game. Second-round draft pick out of Purdue is just growing by leaps and bounds. And the Rockets feel like, even though they haven't made a deal yet, and they really don't feel there's anything out there, they've gained a couple of players with the emergence of Scola and Landry.
Yeah, definitely, and they're getting better with each and every game.
Steal by T-Mac.
But when you win 7 in a row, there's usually no need to start getting into the deal business.
Well, you don't want to feel the pressure of having to make one. Tracy McGrady from Baytown.
That was deep.
He was 5 steps behind that three-point line. Wow. 29-20 Rockets. Artest. Oh, he walked.
Oh, he traveled.
Yeah.
Take a suitcase.
Good job by Chuck Hayes.
That was an obvious travel.
Here comes a guy that's been hot lately. And he's not one of the Doobie brothers. Quincy Doobie. Beno Udrih is in the game. Udrih was picked up from San Antonio. Just couldn't find any playing time there with the Spurs. McGrady misses, and Landry with his first rebound of the game.
Beno was great. He provided valuable minutes as a starter with Bibby and Bibby's absence.
Rafer hits a 3.
Skip Tumalu has been playing really well throughout this winning streak, averaging over 13 points and 7 assists throughout.
Yes, he's done a great job. 12-point lead now by Houston, biggest of the game. Udrih all the way to the basket, off his knee, knocked out of bounds, and the Rockets will have the basketball.
Beno's arguing because when he was with the Spurs, that was a foul. with the Kings, that's a turnover.
Good point. Yeah, when you're with the world champions, you get the benefit of the doubt. So Battier will come out. Bonzi Wells, who had a good year at Sacramento and played with all of these guys, is on the court now. Bonzi was injured somewhat about a third of the season when he was in Sacramento, but had a great playoffs for the Kings. Nice pass inside for two. Bonzi doing so many things well now.
Yes, he is. You know, he's a matchup problem for most teams.
Yeah. He
can post up, and he can also pass from that position, as you saw in the layup to Chuck Hayes.
8-0 run now by the Rockets. Artest from the outside misses. Rebound to Tracy. The Rockets off to the races. Here's way for Austin. Back to Bonzi. He's fouled going to the basket. Who is this team out here?
Tell you what, they're looking to push the ball in transition, but it's coming off of the great defense that they're playing.
My goodness, I've never seen them run the fast break like this.
Look at the long rebound. Tracy, the Rayford, the Bonzi, and they've got the athletes to run. Those three guys can run with anybody. With Paul Landry in there, they've got athletes on the floor.
Dante Jones will check into the game for Artest. Jones is a 6'6" out of Duke in his 4th season. So Artest will go to the bench with 7 points. Bonzi can't get either one, but Landry gets it back. And the Rockets will get another opportunity. Boy, he just took that rebound away.
Boy, he just wanted it more.
And McGrady looked like he was fouled. Landry gets it back. Landry takes it up, and he's called for traveling. What, did Landry hustle or what?
You know, the Kings only have 3 rebounds total this entire quarter. The Rockets are dominating on both ends of the court.
Landry, such an active body. And you sometimes forget the way he moves. He moves so easily that he's 6'9" and weighs about 240.
He used to weigh 240. I got him about 250 minimum.
Doobie with a miss.
He's a good guy, Bill. I weigh 240. I know he outweighs me.
Okay. I'll take your word for it. I'd hate to have to bang with him.
That was before dessert.
All right, difference of about 1 second. Shot clock, game clock. Doobie with his hands all over T-Mac. And Tracy will get 2 free throws, both teams in the penalty.
Did you see Tracy McGrady asking for the foul? Doobie had 2 hands on him. That's illegal.
But he hadn't started to the basket. So he started to the basket, and Doobie still had the hands on. Reggie telling him right now that you don't have to be that close to him.
That's too close. You got to put one hand on him and get your feet away from him. Otherwise, he's going to go right by you.
Bonzi went over and got in the huddle. Tried to help Reggie out.
You got to love this game.
Landry gets another rebound. T-Mac will go for the 3. Backed it in. Landry puts it up. Look at that guy. He got all 5 rebounds in the last 30 seconds. And the Rockets have an active first quarter. 35 points for Houston in the first 12 minutes.
Welcome back to Toyota Center. 35-20, the Rockets over the Kings.
There's a guy sitting at half court who just proposed, and she said no. Now, I've never seen that before.
I have never. Not only did she say no, she ran off. and the poor guy clutches, consoling him. Well, that's called a bad day. There he is.
He's down on his knees. He hands her the ring. And
this isn't a game we're playing here
she decides to hook him.
I've never seen anything like it.
The past 10 months have been the best time of my life.
You know, I guess I shouldn't be laughing, but
well, I don't know.
That was bound to happen.
Well, you're taking a chance when you do that.
Look at the rebound.
Rockets dominating 15-3.
Udrich trying to get a step on Aaron Brooks, and Brooks blocked the shot. And with Williams stepped out of bounds. Look at Aaron Brooks block the shot.
Who says the little guy can't get some love in the block shot department?
Is that his first one?
Probably first or second of the year.
Now gives it up to T-Mac. On the elbow, will pull up with the jumper short. And Udrih gets it up court in a hurry to John Salmons. Will pull up with the 15-footer. And Williams with the rebound, and Yao with the block. Martin got the loose ball and put it back in. So a little more activity for the Sacramento Kings.
Well, Bill and Clyde, you guys were questioning if Aaron Brooks had any block shots. Well, he had 3 coming into tonight's game. That was his 4th.
Well, he's an athlete. Athletes can do that.
You got to give Aaron Brooks and myself a little more credit for the shot blocking.
Well, we knew about Air Bullard, but Air Brooks, that's what the AB stands for. Well, Yao Ming just tied Moses Malone for the Rockets all-time shot blocking.
Second place.
Moses really didn't block a lot of shots.
No, he was a position defender.
But he was a rebounder extraordinary.
Oh, yeah. He's going to get every one of them, like Carl Landry so far in the second period.
There's a steal. Justin Williams. Very active here early in the game. Bibby goes around the pick by Miller. Miller around Yao and loses the ball. That's 6 turnovers now, and ball getting a little sloppy now.
I'd say.
Martin, and he's fouled by Aaron Brooks.
Kevin Martin, he's just so crafty going to the basket.
Rockets trying to be a little too fancy. They're trying passes that are just impossible to complete.
Just a really bad angle by Bonzi on the pass to Yao Ming.
Kevin Martin averaging 23 points a game. And they're not a good assist team. Sacramento, as a matter of fact, number 29 in the league in assist, under 18 a game. But the reasons they haven't had Bibby, they've missed Bibby for 36 games. Martin had to take over a lot of the ball handling skills, and he's really a scorer.
He's also missed about 17 games this season.
Yeah, he had leg problems. Yeah, he's got good position inside, puts it up for 2. Boy, he squatted down, got position. He got squatters' rights. 37-24. Miller, Bonzi knocks it away. Aaron Brooks on the run. Who's he going to give it to? He's going to give it to Landry, and Landry missed the layup. He gave it to his other rookie, and he missed it. So Aaron might think again next time he's got that play.
Yeah, he had Bonzi on the left, who was probably the easier pass, and Bonzi's a great finisher on the break. 6
rebounds in 5 minutes for Carl Landry. How about that for Hustle?
Doesn't get any better.
Aaron Brooks with a 3. Well, these 2 young rookies have come into the Houston lineup. They've been added to the rotation over the last since the start of the year. And the Rockets have won 16 of 19 games. There's Martin on the baseline for the easy backdoor play.
I have to correct you, Bill. They were not added. They earned their way into that rotation.
Okay.
So they've tried quite a few players ahead of them.
Yep. Yao's got his man pinned for 2. He had Williams pinned to his hip.
Boy, that's called posterizing. Too big, too strong.
That's right. 42-26, a miss on the jumper. Williams very active. Like that young man. Bibby will put up a 3. He'll miss. And Bonzi with a rebound. Down to Yao again in the paint. He's fouled. Well, they just had to grab him then. You really feel for Brad Miller. He's more of a finesse player.
Yeah.
And they just don't have anybody big and strong enough to stay with Yao Ming. Timeout on the court. 8:32 left in the quarter. Rockets with the lead in the first half. Let's go up to the bullseye.
Well, we're going to take a look at Carl Landry. He's got 6 rebounds. He hasn't scored yet, but here's Landry right here. The play is for T-Mac. He's going to come off 2 screens. So Landry sets the pick. T-Mac's open for the jump shot. misses. Landry gets the rebound, so he wants to set it up. Now here comes Chuck Hayes, but look at Rafer. Rafer saying, no, no, no. I want Landry in here. I want the guy who's hustling. I want the guy who's making something happen. Rafer knocks down the jump shot off of the pick by Landry. That's just one play where, even though Landry didn't score, he made something happen.
He does make a difference, doesn't he, Bull?
Yeah.
When he's on the floor, good things happen for the Houston Rockets.
Well, you want a guy who's competing out there, who's playing hard. And when you play hard, your teammates realize that. They're going to try to get you some love out there.
All right, it'll be Landry and Brooks, Battier, Yao, and Bonzi Wells. Ron Artest is back in the game, so Bibby, Miller, Mikey Moore, Artest, and Kevin Martin. So the Kings will have their starting 5 back in the game.
Most teams go to that lineup adjustment where they have the last 6 or 8 minutes of the second period. They bring the starters back to finish the half, unless there's some sort of foul trouble.
Sacramento played last night. Lost in the second half. They had their worst half of the season, and all the players were talking about how bad they played last night in Memphis. So they were looking forward to playing well here tonight before the All-Star break.
Well, so far, it has not happened.
Mikey Moore on the pick and roll, and Yao looked confused as to who he would cover then.
Well, that's what Reggie Theus is trying to create. Indecision for Yao Ming to cut off the dribbler coming off the pick and roll, or stay with this man.
Aaron tips it outside. Rockets get a fresh 24. Bibby giving Brooks a lot of room. Ball on the floor. Brooks ends up with it, and he's fouled by Artest. Sometimes that bounce pass, you have to be very careful with it because they'll overplay, and it's hard to complete it.
Yeah, Aaron Brooks throws a lot of bounce passes to the post players.
Yeah.
And normally they come up pretty high. That one did not.
It's an easier pass for him because he's a little closer to the floor. That was the second foul on Artest. Yao back outside to Brooks. Brooks coming off that pick to Bonzi. 4 seconds, down to 3 on the shot clock. And Landry gets another rebound, looks for the shot, missed it. Yao keeps it alive. Yao keeps it alive. Yao puts it up and in. Oh, the Rockets just cannot be denied.
And Landry with 6 offensive rebounds tonight so far. He could get 10 off the offensive boards.
That's a Moses Malone number.
Exactly.
Miller with a miss, and Brooks with a rebound.
When your guards rebound, you can start your transition a lot easier.
Well, the basket by Brooks will not count. An offensive foul is called on Yao Ming. That's the first foul on Yao.
I mean, the guy gets in Yao's way, and then he flops.
Yeah, I didn't.
What do you want Yao Ming to do?
I don't know. He gets fouls sometimes away from the ball. I just don't understand. Going to Artest now. Bonzi and Artest doing battle. Ball is loose. Mikey Moore trying to save it. Landry tips it to Bonzi. Then he fills a lane. Bonzi rewards the big rookie. Oh, Landry tears down the bucket. Wow.
Now that's how to get the house fired up.
Bibby with a basket at the other end. Rockets 8 fast break points already. It exceeds their total in the last game when they had only 6 against Portland. So the Rockets came out running here tonight, and they're doing it very well. Aaron Brooks to Battier. Battier with a nice fake by Martin off the glass, too. Shane Battier with 8 points, 11 for Yao, 11 for Alston. Rafer hasn't even been playing. That all came in the first quarter. Brad Miller from the outside, and he hits.
And the Kings will give up a lot of points, but they expect to score themselves. But the Rockets defense is giving them a lot of trouble.
Mikey Moore trying to stay with Yao. Yao giving it up to Aaron Brooks. Bonzi drops it down to Landry. Landry with the jump shot off the mark.
execution by Yao Ming.
By somebody. Martin never came close to going to that basket. Aaron Brooks turns the corner. Nice pass. Set up the shooter. Missed it. Yao with the tip, but it's tipped away from Yao. Bibby. Great move to the basket. Foul is called on Carl Landry. Great change of pace dribble. All the great guards have it. Here's Carl Landry tearing down the basket. 49-32 Houston here in the first half. Let's take a look at tonight's Progressive Insurance above the rim replay, and we didn't want to wait any longer. You won't see one better than this tonight.
Whoa, look at the hang time. Carl Landry. Very athletic. Hanging on the rim just to make sure, he hung on so he wouldn't hurt himself. That guy's underneath him, and it's the right thing to do.
It's one of the reasons they instituted that breakaway bucket.
Yeah.
He would have torn down the glass, the backboard, and everything if you hadn't had a collapsible basket.
Oh, I agree. It would have been ugly.
Landry comes out of the game. So it'll be Yao, Bonzi, Battier, Rafer Alston is back in after an 11-point first quarter, and Tracy McGrady stays in the game. Mike Bibby, one of the best free throw shooters. One of the best shooters, period, and I jinxed him again.
Oh, you can do that with the best of them. One of the things the Rockets are doing well here is they're forcing the Kings to shoot from the outside here in the second period, which is the reason they've increased their lead. They're blocking the paint. They're not giving them anything inside.
Bibby has been involved in some rumors also, but he's got such a big contract, it's hard for teams. You have to give up too many players to get him.
You think he'd take a pay cut?
Rafer sets up Battier. No, I don't.
I don't blame him. I don't blame him.
Bonzi didn't sign a contract, and it cost him about $24 million. He can tell you all about that.
Yeah. He's looking to sign one after this season, though.
Yep.
So we'll see what happens.
Well, he's having a good year.
Yes, he is.
So far, and Rockets have to continue on in the playoffs. 3 seconds is called on Mikey Moore. 9 turnovers by the Kings, 7 by the Rockets. Kings turn it over more times than any team in the NBA. They are dead last in turnovers, about 16 a game. Rockets, on the other hand, turn it over about 14 a game.
Yeah, the Kings are very careless with the basketball. Very cavalier passes, not fundamentally sound.
Rafer wide open, in and out, won't go. Tough luck. And Artest comes away with a basketball. Artest going against Bonzi Wells. Bonzi answering the challenge. And Mikey Moore stepped out of bounds. Rockets will get it. Hey, that's a lot of pride involved, Artest and Bonzi.
Oh, yeah.
Bonzi doesn't want Artest to go off on him. And wait a minute, Brad Miller was called for a technical foul. He said something to David Guthrie. I don't know if we'd want to repeat it.
No, he's not happy, Brad Miller. And he's letting the officials know about it. I always say, get your technical out of your system and just play basketball. The only thing that really ticked me off, Bill, was when you got a technical and you really didn't earn it. I wanted to earn my technical.
Well, I think Brad just earned his there. Justin Williams back into the game. Mikey Moore will come out. Williams, a big physical guy out of Wyoming, and there's another foul. And this one is on Miller.
Yeah, Justin Williams is 6'10", good size, good athlete. He's basically a clean up the boards kind of guy. He doesn't have a real good offensive game yet.
That was called on Artest, by the way, his 3rd foul of the game, and an offensive foul on Yao Ming.
Well, you knew that was coming.
Pretty good flop by Miller. He learned with the best, Vlade Divac. When Vlade was the starting center at Sacramento, he was the best flopper of all time.
Look at the elbow in the back pushing him. Look at that.
That's a flop, guys.
Look at that.
Do you think Graham Miller got that technical and then decided he was going to flop right away?
Oh, that was premeditated.
So that was a premeditated flop there. Now see, look at that technical. Now he's got 2 calls to go his way, so maybe that was a good $1,000 spent right there.
I don't know.
Not according to me.
Clyde, how many technicals did you have in your career, do you think?
I probably had about 5 to 10 a year, but I earned mine, Bill. No doubt. If you're going to get one, earn it. Of course, good sportsmanship is always appreciated.
Well, I only had 2 in my career. I tried to be very respectful of the refs. One I earned, and the other one I got for hanging on the rim. Remember that one, Bill, right?
After a dunk?
Yeah, after a dunk.
I thought you were stretching in warm-ups before the game.
Hey, you know what? I was one of the. I was a layup line all-star.
I didn't
Yes, you were. Yeah.
I didn't know he could get to the rim. I'm impressed.
Oh, Air Bullet earned that nickname. He could jump.
He was a slam dunk champion.
He could have been.
50-35. Rockets with that 15-point lead. 3:15 left to play. McGrady tries a 3. And the Kings trying to get back into this game now before the half.
Oh, man, they flopped at every opportunity.
There's our test. Move inside, missed the shot. Williams gets it, lost it, on the floor. Ball is loose, and a kick ball called on Sacramento. Ball's all over the place. We have a timeout on the court. 2:50 left to play in the first half. Rockets up by 15.
Welcome back to Toyota Center. Rockets up by 15 with just under 3 minutes to go in the half.
What a great way to improve your jumper.
Yeah. You can always acquire some more skills in this game.
You never have it quite figured out. You're always working on your game, helping your game evolve, trying to get to the next level.
Rockets power dancers, a great show there in the timeout. 12 points for Yao Ming, 11 for Rafer Alston.
Yeah, I noticed you were really enjoying it.
No, I was looking at the stats. I didn't say what stats. Battier to T-Mac. Back to Battier. He's wide open. Launches another 3. This time he misses. Got to miss every now and then.
Boy, it looked so good.
Yeah, it did, leaving his hand. Thought he'd made it. Vivian Austin matched up. Artest trying to get the one-on-one with Bonzi.
And they are going at it. They're physical on the low block.
Martin. Boy, Battier made him go away from the basket and shoot a really very difficult jump shot.
This was, again, great defense by Shane Battier.
Switching defense. Oh, Bonzi with a touch pass, and Scola has the ball blocked by Justin Williams, goaltending. Did you see that pass by Bonzi Wells?
Bonzi Wells is a great passer. He has good vision. If somebody's open, Bonzi Wells will get you the ball. Oh, look at the Cougs. Eat him up.
Still have 8 minutes left in the first half.
That's on the road against the #1 team in the country. And they're up 3. That's impressive.
A lot of bodies fall. Artest puts it up and misses. On Artest, 2 for 7 from the field. Grady steps behind the line. Missed the shot. He won't have a more wide open shot than that. He's 2 for 9 now. So McGrady's playing with a lot of energy, but he's not shooting the ball very well.
Yeah. And he's getting the shots that he wants. He's just not able to knock them down. He's under control, great balance, a lot of time. Got to knock him down.
Salmons and Moore will come into the game. Miller will go out. And Williams will leave the game. Who's leaving? Well, now Martin's going to sit down. They had 6 guys out there for a minute. And a 20-second timeout taken by Reggie. What did people do before these?
They had free time.
If you look behind during a timeout, if you look behind you in the audience, every other person has their heads down. Look, here's another guy on the phone.
They're checking email. Come on, they're probably working. A lot of people are still working.
And they're always driving in front of me.
Oh, isn't that the worst?
Yeah, Bill and Clyde, why is it that everybody in Houston gets in the left lane, slows down, and then whips out the cell phone?
I don't know, but I'm behind every one of them. I'm supposed to remind you guys, too, that tomorrow's Valentine's Day.
For those of you who didn't know that, shame on you.
Yeah. Did you get your
absolutely
roses? And I know Bull got his.
Already taken care of, guys.
Okay, good going.
I know he got desserts. He got chocolates.
Oh, I got chocolate. Yeah, we already had some, too, before I came to the game.
Rick Adelman calls a 20-second timeout.
Looks like Chuck Person had some chocolates before the game, too, down there for the Sacramento Kings.
Hey.
There's the rifleman right there. There he is.
He's not the rifleman anymore.
Oh, no.
He's the cannon now.
That's right.
He's the howitzer.
Oh, you guys go easy on Chuck.
That's just mean.
That's one of the best pure shooters I ever saw.
Yes, he was. He could light it up.
I had to play against Chuck Person one game. We both started, and Rudy told me, he goes, you're going to play some good defense tonight. Well, I thought to myself, if I outscore him, that's good defense. And I had 16, and he had 14, so there you go.
Oh, you did it. Now, why do those guys from Auburn always get heavy at the end of their careers? Why? Why does that happen? Person, Barkley.
They must have a lot of good Pizza Huts down there. 52-35 now. McGrady passed up the shot, goes instead to Scola, sets up Rayford. Rayford in and out, won't go. So the Rockets now, after a good start from behind the arc, are 5 of 14. Kevin Martin with a miss. Williams with the putback.
Justin Williams is very active. 6'10", he's got great size, great hands, and he's got a lot of go-get-it in him.
Yeah, he was set a lot of Wyoming records when he was there for a couple of years. This is his second NBA season. Played down in the developmental league. He's got an active body like Carl Landry.
King to that zone.
Baker with a miss. Well, the Rockets have gone cold now. They had a chance to blow Sacramento out, and they didn't do it. Now, with 3 seconds left, Bibby will go for the big shot, and he got a long 2. With 3/10 left, so all the Rockets can do is get it in. The Sacramento Kings make a little run at the end of the quarter. And here at halftime, it's the Rockets 52, the Kings 39. Stay with us. The Toyota Halftime Report is next. Don't go away.
Halftime in downtown. Kevin Eschenfelder with you here in our FSN Houston studios. Time now for the Toyota Halftime Report. Get you back to Toyota Center in just a moment. But, of course, after tonight's game, the Rockets and everybody else in the NBA will be shutting it down at least for a little while for the All-Star break. That is everybody with the exception of guys like Yao Ming. Now it's been a half dozen years in which Yao Ming has been the starting center for the Western Conference. And our Patty Smith gives us a preview of what's to come on the All-Star game.
Yao received more than 1.7 million votes, almost twice as many as Phoenix's Amari Stoudemire, and now has been voted in as a starter 6 consecutive years. He joined Hakeem as the only player in team history to be named to at least that many All-Star games.
I always appreciate those fans who support me, not only All-Star, also for my career. You know, they are very strong backup for me. I always can feel the force from them.
Folks, put your hands together for an NBA All-Star, Yao Ming!
The All-Star game is not just about the game. in that 48 minutes. It's like a combo. I have a slam dunk, 3-point skill challenge, and also the rookie challenge, and the jam session. That was like a big party for all those people who love basketball.
Houston Rockets played almost a perfect first quarter in scoring 35 points, and then got into some bad habits in the second quarter and scored only 17. Kind of let the Kings get back in the games.
Yeah, they did. They quit doing what they were doing well, which is playing great defense, getting into transition, and scoring easy baskets. I think the bigger lead they got, the more complacent they were to just shoot perimeter jumpers, which let the Kings get back into the game somewhat.
Rafer Alston had a good first quarter. He had 11 points.
Skip to Malou. Look at checkout Skip. A nice little short jumper. Under control. I like that. Good balance. There he is. Breaking Mike Bibby's ankle. Underneath the basket, Skip finishes well. 11 points in the first half. Skip played an awesome first half.
Rockets got a lot of easy baskets because they were able to run the basketball, get it up the court in a hurry. We'll see what transpires in the third quarter when we come back in just a moment right here on FSN Houston. Just about ready to start the third quarter. Clyde, what are the Chili's essential ingredients for the second half of tonight's game?
Well, the Rockets were really great on the boards. They outboarded the Kings 26-18, but 12-5 on the offensive boards. Keep that up. They got to keep running. They got them beat in fast break points 8-3. And lastly, give them a steady dose of Yao Ming on the low box.
What's that third key? Let's go to Patty courtside.
Well, thank you, Bill. I talked to Coach Jack Sikma just a few minutes ago. He said he loved the way this team started. They started to slack off a little bit. He wants to see the energy bumped back up again, and he wants to see them maintain that great defense. He said he was especially pleased with what he saw out of Carl Landry. He said this team that we're playing against is not so big, so that bodes very well for him. He seems very focused, and he said that's the toughest thing for a rookie to do is to come out there and stay focused, and he is doing just that. Bill?
First half stats. Thank you, Patty. First half stats, as Jack Sikma talked about it. In the first half, you'll see the Rockets holding Sacramento to 37% from the field. Rockets got off to a great start. They made 3 of their first 5 three-point attempts, but then went cold in the second quarter.
Points in the paint.
Yeah, look at points in the paint, Rockets.
24-16. That's the telltale sign.
Bill, you wanted to know what I was eating?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm eating my baby back ribs from Chili's. Some of the best ribs around.
Look at that at halftime, fellas.
Eat him up. Now that's impressive.
Well,
Coach Penders is to be commended.
Well, just to stay with them for a half. You got a whole half to go, but if Cougars could pull that off, that might get them into the tournament. Bibby?
Gotta be
Miller.
positive.
Of course. Bibby inside, worked hard, but got no shot to fall. Let's see what Rafer does here in the third quarter. He has come alive the last 3 games. McGrady says, wait a minute, let me start it off.
Yeah, both he and Rafer last game had terrible first halves against the Blazers. Second half, they lit it up with 25 points together in the third period.
And they did the same thing in that national game against Cleveland in the game before the Portland game. They had big third quarters. Bibby repositions for the jump shot.
Well, he's not going to miss very many of those little mid-range jumpers on the move.
Bibby has 12, Martin has 10, so all the scoring in the backcourt for Sacramento. Rockets had 3 players in double figures, Yao, McGrady, and Austin. Adier trying to get free, sets up Scola, knocked away. Miller on the run. Oh. Well, he just took too many steps almost. He just ran out of room.
He traveled and then missed the layup.
Rafer back the other way for 2. Rafer loves the third quarter. He's been shooting 69% over the last 3 games in the third quarter alone.
Averaging 8 points in the third quarter alone, which is pretty good.
15-point Houston lead. Our Artest. Scola giving him some room. Artest bumps Scola off and puts in the layup.
You mean to tell me there was no contact?
Well, they didn't let that flop go.
Nope.
Has to be on Yao.
I was going to say that.
Yao takes it to the middle. And there's a loose ball foul on Mikey Moore.
Mikey Moore is saying that Scola is flopping. Now, that's a novelty.
You know, I got his nickname Mikey.
Oh.
Yes.
He'll eat.
He was the only kid in the family that ate cereal at breakfast. That's true. Yeah. Working on Miller. Gets a triple team. That leaves Rafer open, and he missed. And Scola returns the favor with a loose ball foul. Scola with his third foul. Yao Ming has 3 fouls. The only player for Sacramento with 3 is Ron Artest. He and Scola again. They'll clear it out. Miller comes down the line. They do a great job of moving to the open space.
Yeah, once you see a guy operating on the low block, the Kings always cut to the basket.
Scola sets up Battier in the corner. That's going to be too hard. Miller. Well, don't look now, but the Kings have started off the third quarter red hot, and they've got it down to a 9-point game. 8-4 run to start the quarter by the Kings.
Well, they're starting to make their shots from the outside, something they did not do in the first half.
Well, that inside domination by Houston is not there anymore. Battier, big step to the basket. Whoa. Missed it, tipped it, missed it again. He had 2 attempts at a layup. Bibby got it. And it's a 7-point game.
Yeah, it was time.
10-4 run to start the third. The Kings, Rockets had a chance to put them away in that second quarter and didn't do it. Now we've got a game on our hands. Rockets once had a 19-point lead in the second quarter. The Kings have whittled it down to 7. The Kings are 5 of 7 from the field to start this third quarter. The Rockets are 2 for 7. And so after the timeout by Houston, we'll see what the Rockets crank up. They got a lot of easy baskets in the first 2 quarters, but they haven't been getting any here lately in the inside.
Seems like their execution has been good, but they hadn't made the shots.
That's right. Down to Yao, and it's tipped away.
The previous possession, Shane Battier had 2 layups. Neither went in.
Yeah.
So you're getting your shot, but you got to knock them down.
11 seconds on the shot clock for the Rockets. And Martin knocks it away, so 9 seconds. Battier is wide open. Nobody picked him up. McGrady couldn't believe it, so he returned the pass to Battier. And Shane with 11 points. So 4 of the 5 Rocket starters in double figures.
That's 3 threes for Shane on the night, and they needed that basket.
They sure did. There's Artest on the run. Yao with a block. Mikey Moore with a putback.
See, when Yao blocks the shot, somebody's got to keep his guy off the board.
And they didn't do that. That's 3 block shots for Yao Ming. Now to Yao, turns inside. He's fouled. It counts. Mikey Moore fouled Yao with his face. Well, they're going to call it on Kevin Martin, who was right there, too. Thought he said 33. I guess he said 23.
Yao slipped it, and Martin, you know, when you're a little guy out there in the land of the Giants, it's easy to get hit in the head with an elbow.
Could have given it to Mikey Moore, too, either one of them. And Yao with a 3-point play, so Yao Ming with 15 points, 9 rebounds. Right back the other way. Kevin Martin is fouled. It does not go in. He'll shoot 2. Now he just out-hustled the Rockets back down the court.
Yeah, the Rockets were not ready for that pass, and Kevin Martin is blazing quick.
Yeah.
They call him Kmart. That's his nickname.
And he's, as I mentioned earlier, an excellent free throw shooter. He's number 16 in the NBA at 86%. Martin with 12 points, way below his 23-point-a-game average so far. Yow's got Mikey Moore pinned, gets a double team, the extra pass. Hayes gives it up to Alston. Alston lays it up with the left hand. Beautiful move by Rafer.
Yep. Continuing with his third quarter dominance offensively.
Bibby coming off a pick, missed the shot. Yow tips it to Hayes. T-Mac. Alston. Oh, great pass to Yao Ming, and it went in and out. And Battier follows with a make of his own.
And that ball was kept alive by the chuck wagon.
Good point. Yeah, he's getting his hands on it somehow.
Oh, yeah. Offensive rebounds, the Rockets with the large lead, 14-6.
Kevin Martin, good job by Battier to stay down on the floor. Artest. Back to Miller. Bibby down the baseline. And a 24-second defense by Houston. Is that pretty or what?
Oh, that is awesome defense by the Rockets. Mike Bibby, that doesn't happen to Mike Bibby very often. He's one of the craftiest point guards in the league.
Yeah, but when that shot clock's running down, you don't want to pin yourself on that baseline, and that's what he did.
He wasn't even aware. He made a pass with 1 second left on the clock.
Artest reached in, stole the ball from McGrady. Martin with the miss. Rockets get it right back. Hayes to Alston. Battier running on the right wing. Alston will pull up and shoot a quick shot.
See, that's a shot they can do without that one. Get a better attempt than that.
Artest hits a 3. Well, it's right back to a 10-point game. Rockets had it up to 13. That three-pointer by Artest gives him 12 points. Rafer down the lane, fake the pass, and he's fouled. He'll shoot 2.
See, that's what's there all night. That's why you don't need to force up a quick shot from the outside, because you can get to the middle of their paint anytime you want.
Especially the way they're defensing Yao.
Exactly. He's commanding a lot of attention.
Rafer will have 2 free throws. These are the first free throws of the night for Rafer Alston. Rockets 10 of 15 for 67%. They're hot and cold. One game they shoot them. Like against Portland, they had a great game from the free throw line. Rockets in that game shot 86%. In this game, Rockets shooting 69%.
Hot and cold.
67-56. Justin Williams back into the game. Martin travel.
Yeah, he never really established a pivot foot when he came out. He just continued to move, and he didn't put it on the floor right away.
Beno Udrih is matched up with Rafer Alston. Artest now on McGrady. Yao turns the corner. Pass inside to Chuck Hayes, and he wasn't there.
That's just a bad decision. Rafer should have kept that one. Showed a little patience, because even if Chuck gets that ball, he can't do anything with it.
No, he was out of position. Artest covered up by Hayes. Missed the shot. Or Chuck making him work. McGrady out of the pack. Tracy sets up Battier again. Almost went in. Went down.
and out.
Yao already 3 block shots, really protecting that basket. Udrih on the drive, missed it. McGrady's got it. T-Mac down the court. Udrich's fouled him 3 times already. McGrady to the basket, missed it. 4:09 left to play in the quarter. Rockets up by 11. Knocked away from Udrih.
What great defense by Rafer Alston.
Yep. T-Mac will set up the offense. Hayes in the middle. Battier looking for Yao. He's got him. Yao will shoot it over Justin Williams. That's easy pickings. 17 points, 9 rebounds for the Great Wall.
He's having his usual great night.
Those are just regular numbers for him now. Brad Miller way outside and misses. That's the 31st double-double of the year for Yao Ming. McGrady turns a corner. Back outside, Rafer Alston for a 3.
Skip says the third quarter belongs to me.
Timeout taken by the Kings. Rafer is now 6 of 7 from behind the three-point line in the last 3 quarters in the third quarter, and he does it again here tonight. 72-56 Houston.
Welcome back to Toyota Center. 72-56 Rockets over the Kings.
Rockets on a 10-3 run last 4.5 minutes. Rafer with 6 of the 10 Houston points. He's taken a lot of grief this season. All the talk shows, and there you see at halftime, Golden State up on Phoenix by 4 points. Phoenix still playing without Shaq. Denver lost earlier, so Denver loses. And if Golden State were to lose to Phoenix, the Rockets could be in that playoff picture, finally getting out of 9th into 8th at least.
Well, if they just keep doing what they're doing the last 8 to 10 games, 11 games, they'll be there.
Oh, yeah. Quincy Doobie misses the shot. Hayes gets it out to Rafer. Just keep winning. Cures a lot of ills. Yao's got position on Mikey Moore. Waits for the double team. It doesn't come. Now it does. Who's open? There it is. Battier to Alston again. Oh, how about that ball movement by Houston?
Skip. Third quarter Skip. He's got a new nickname.
Yeah.
He's on
third quarter machine. 22 points for Rafer Alston. He had 11 in the first quarter. He's got 11 here in the third, and there's a three-pointer for Artest. But, you know, going back to Rafer Alston, earlier in the season, everybody wanted to trade him out of town, but he has really become one of the most dependable players. Battier, post up with a left-handed hook.
You know what, Bill? I agree with you. They were down on Rafer when the Rockets were losing, and now Rafer is very dependable. He's a good leader. He's answered the challenge.
Yes, he has. Look at Hayes run it down. Battier's got it. In the open court, sets up T-Mac. Back to Battier. Battier hooks it up, has it blocked. And Beno Udrih will bring it back the other way. Doobie. And a miss.
Yeah, it's a good idea. T-Mac slows it down. That's a veteran for you. Get back into what makes you good. Execution.
Rockets have hit 8 of their last 10 shots. So after that timeout, Rick Adelman must have had a little heart-to-heart.
Hey, Bill and Clyde, I got some breaking news. Reported on the internet that the Mavericks trade may be in limbo. Devin George is playing his no-trade clause card, and it's holding up the Jason Kidd trade.
Boy, would that be a bummer. Is Devin George even playing for the Mavericks?
No.
That might be the best trade that Mark Cuban never made.
Great defense.
No, anytime you can get a Jason Kidd and you don't give up Howard or Nowitzki, it's a good day.
That'll be something to watch here for the rest of the evening to see how that goes.
Kevin George may still have his home in L.A. He might be helping the Lakers out.
If he doesn't, he may not want to stay in Dallas.
Justin Williams with the foul. Yao got him pinned too deep. You know, they're doing a good job of moving Yao all around the court now. He's not as stationary as he used to be.
Yeah, as Rick Adelman, they're starting to figure out his offensive scheme. It varies. You know, you can be at any point of the court at any time, but you just have to read the situation. Wow.
Boy, Artest just ran over Yao Ming, and they called a blocking foul on Yao.
They like to think that Yao uses his body with the ball to set a pick. See there, you see how he moves into him? And technically that is a foul. If you have the ball, you can't set a body pick. You can't do both.
I'll take your word for it, but that is the fourth foul of the game on Yao Ming. Udrih.
Unless he was turning to make a pass.
Well, that's what he looked like he was doing. He wasn't going to shoot from out there.
You know, he does not get the benefit of the doubt, as they say.
77-61. Yao's got it. Turns to the inside with a Shanghai shake. Yao Ming, 19 and 11. And the shot at the end of the quarter will not go in. So after a good start by Sacramento, the Rockets, led by Rafer Alston with 11, scored 27 third-quarter points and lead by 18. Rafer Alston tonight with 22 points to lead the Houston Rockets. 10 for McGrady, 19 for Yao, 6 for Scola, 15 for Battier. So all the starters getting into the scoring act tonight. Rafer has been the leader.
I tell you what, Rafer Alston has made them pay for leaving him in the double team.
Artest knocks it out of bounds. 9 seconds on the shot clock. McGrady was 2 for 9 early in the game. He hasn't looked for his shot very much here in the second half. Gives it up to Carl Landry, and it's stolen by Artest.
He's just so strong. He's going to just run over everyone in the middle of the paint until they call a foul.
Yeah, he is maybe one of the strongest on-the-ball defenders in the league, isn't he?
Yes, he is. He's got those strong hands, and he loves to mix it up. So he's gonna be very aggressive every night out.
Of course, his off-court problems have been documented, and he's had more fun on the court than he's had off.
I agree.
He's been in trouble with the league numerous times.
He seems to be a little bit more focused this season. We haven't had any incidents so far. You know, he hadn't took time off to focus on his record label. None of that.
Yeah. Well, that was several seasons back. Yeah, I remember that. And
now that was funny.
Of course, the brawl at Auburn Hills a couple of seasons ago. T-Mac gets the double team, passes out of it. Rafer, hesitation dribble, off the glass, won't go. Beno Udrih comes out of there with it. Udrih knocks the ball out of bounds.
You know, the Rockets, the last 3 games, they've had double-digit wins at home. This could be the 4th straight game.
Got to go ahead and finish it off. Still plenty of time left.
Oh, yeah.
John Salmons in the game with Udrih in the backcourt. Mikey Moore trying to set a pick. Rafer wouldn't let Udrih go anywhere. 7 seconds. Salmons throws it off the glass. Moore goes and gets it. And with 2 seconds left, he's fouled. That hit right on the noggin.
Yeah, he was trying to throw the alley-oop to Mikey Moore, but it hit the backboard so hard and so quick, he just used it like a rebound and put it back up. We had a set play when I was a Rocket, where we used to throw it on one side of the backboard to the other, right to Hakeem, who was there for the layup.
Yeah, you guys did that a lot.
Yeah, and it worked.
Yeah. Mikey Moore, a 73% free throw shooter. The Kings are number 5 in the NBA in free throw shooting at 79%. Rockets are number 22. Oh, it's back to a 14-point Houston lead. 10:45 left to play. Bonzi, Alston, Hayes, Landry, and T-Mac. 3-second defensive violation called on Mikey Moore.
You know, the Kings are like most teams in the NBA. They're not going to go away. You have to put them away. They're pesky. They're going to hang around and try to make this a track meet because that's their only chance at this point in the game.
Anytime you have Artest, Miller, Martin, and Bibby, you've got a chance to win. I mean, they've got a pretty good talent.
They got talent. It's I just think the rest of their talent needs to be improved.
Mikey Moore has picked up McGrady now. Brady gets around Moore. Well, you saw that coming. Now Moore came out too tight on McGrady. There's no way he can guard him.
You got no chance. And McGrady did the right thing. Just wait for him to overcommit and just flop on him.
Yeah, Mikey Moore's a 7-footer. His 4th foul of the game. McGrady off to Landry. Ooh.
Oh, too pumped up on that side.
Yes, indeed. Udrih for 2.
That's a simple little pick and roll. Now, the guy guarding the picker has to step up and help Rafer out on that pick and roll. Otherwise, Udrih is going to have that shot all night long.
T-Mac giving it up to Bonzi Wells. Bonzi trying to turn inside. He's picked up 3 seconds. You got to take it. Landry didn't get it off in time. Now Rafer's got to take that shot or let Landry know to shoot it, but there was a lack of communication as the shot clock went off, and Yao will come in for Chuck Hayes.
I think Rafer gave it up with 3 seconds to go, but Landry shot an air ball the last time. He knew the clock was running out. I think he was a reluctant shooter in that situation.
That might be. 9:40 left. Udrih to Williams, fouled by Bonzi Wells. So the Rockets just can't quite get rid of the Kings. They got it up to 19 in the first half, and they got it up to 15 here a few moments ago, and now it's back down to 13, and Williams with a chance to make it closer than that. Justin Williams is not a good free throw shooter, but he hit that one.
It was ugly, but it went in.
28% on the season.
Woo! Now even Shaq.
He's now 6 for 19 from the free throw line.
Even Shaq would go, what?
Well, he swished both of those.
Wow.
Looked pretty good to me there.
You just never know.
80-69. McGrady to Yao. Lets it go out of bounds. Brad Miller will check back into the Kings lineup. And Mikey Moore will go out. An 8-1 start to the quarter by Sacramento. Bonzi, that's not his game.
No, not the fall away jumper.
Almost a nice play by Alston. Bonzi could not get to the ball in time, so the Kings will bring it in.
I tell you what, Rafer not only has scored in the third period, but he's played great defense. He's got his hands in the passing lane. He's making it tough for Bino to operate on the pick and roll. He's having an all-around great game.
Artest looking for John Salmons, and Battier won't give him room to breathe. Now a pick by Miller. McGrady picks him up. Miller's open, has to fire one up at the buzzer. Air ball. Another 24-second violation. That's great defense by Houston.
Yes, it is.
Has been saving the Rockets over the last few weeks. Timeout on the court. 8:54 left to play in the game. Rockets lead by 11. Left to play in the game. Time to check in on tonight's AIG Big Man Watch. Brad Miller with 10, Yao Ming with 19 and 11.
Yep.
As will happen most of the time, Yao will have the advantage when we read that one. Yao Ming having a good solid game.
There's a great wall. Posting up, the jump hook. Look how deep he's getting that low post position. The slam dunk, another just point-blank look for the Great Wall. They've had no answer. He's 7 for 12, 19 points, 11 rebounds so far.
And Rafer Alston with a season-high 23 points. Tracy McGrady only 3 for 11 tonight. He has 6 rebounds and 4 assists. So McGrady, they've done a pretty good job of cutting him off.
Yes, they have. But, you know, this team doesn't really need him to score 20-plus points. They just need him on the floor. That's the key.
All right, shot clock a problem at 5 seconds. Knocked away and a steal by Williams.
You know, they're trying to force the ball in the Yao, and they just don't throw the ball high enough.
We may have had the key, though, force it in the Yao. That's when the Rockets have problems, when they become too stationary. And that's going to be a turnover. Miller with a bad pass. 16 turnovers by the Kings, 16 by the Rockets. Rockets are 0 for 3 in this quarter and 3 turnovers.
They desperately need to get something going, execute a little bit better. Got the pick and roll, Bonzi and T-Mac.
Cross-court pass, one extra pass to Rafer. On the drive, missed it. Rockets have only 1 point in this quarter, and we're under 8 minutes left to play.
Remember, early in the season, they would hit these dry spells, and it would cost them the game.
Artest hits. And it's back to a 9-point game. 10-1 run to start the 4th quarter by Sacramento. Rockets desperately in need of a basket.
Yeah, you got to go to what brought you here now. They're doubling now.
Bonzi off the glass with a miss, and the rebound to Miller. And a timeout taken by Reggie Theus. Well, let's see if the Rockets can get their second win. 7:10 left to play. They better get it in a hurry. They're up by 9.
Come on.
80-71 Rockets. 7:10 left to play in the game as the Rocket Power Dancers entertain the crowd. And the upcoming schedule now, after the All-Star break, the Rockets will travel to Cleveland to take on the Cavaliers. That game on FSN Houston. Then back home to play the Heat, and then to New Orleans to take on the Hornets. But right now, the Rockets have to take care of business. And at that timeout, the Rockets brought in Steve Novak. So Rick Adelman says, if you're going to pack it down in the middle, I need a shooter out there. So Novak has checked in. It'll be Novak, Alston, T-Mac, Yao, and Battier.
And that's the way to use your depth.
Artest with the reverse slam. And just like that, it's a 7-point Houston lead. A 12-1 run to start the 4th quarter by the Kings.
And Ron Artest is taking matters into his own hands.
Rockets can't even get it close to the basket. 5 seconds, down to 4, down to 3. Battier with a tough shot, tipped over to Yao. Yao couldn't catch up to it in time, and here comes Beno Udrih. Williams taking it in, Yao with a foul. Well, the complexion of this game has turned completely around. The Kings defense has just shut the Rockets completely down. Houston with only 1 point, 0 for 6 in the quarter, and we're almost halfway through with the quarter.
And that's what makes the Kings so dangerous, because they'll let you go through the paint and score for 3 periods, and then when they start to play solid defense, it shocks you. And so the Rockets have got to get back to offensive execution.
Justin Williams. Well, the Rockets are getting a lot of easy shots, but they're not anymore. That's why he's a 20. Oh, Miller got the rebound. Rockets can't even get the rebound on a free throw miss now. It's just a game that's completely turned.
Yeah, and sometimes you have to just work yourself back into it.
Miller from the outside hits a 3. And it's a 15-1 run by the Kings.
Wow.
A 4-point game. Unbelievable.
Look at the graphic. This
6
quarter.
minutes left to play.
Rockets 0 for 6 this quarter.
McGrady. Rockets need a jumper and he misses. McGrady tips it. Gets the ball back. Alston passes on the 3. Rockets will set it up again. Go down to Yao Ming. Yao turns down the baseline.
Yes.
Oh, thank you, Yao.
Now that's how you take it to the rack.
21 points, Yao Ming. 82-76. Rockets need a couple of stops. Udrih got it. Have they missed?
They hadn't missed very often. I think they're 6 or 7 in this quarter.
17-3 run by the Kings to start the 4th quarter. Novak is open. Rims it out. 4-point Houston lead. 5:04 left to play in the game. John Salmons sets it up to Williams. Blocked by Battier. Oh, a great defense. Now the Rockets need to score. 4:42 left to play. T-Mac turns the corner. Tracy to Novak. Novak sets up Rafer down to Yao. Yao will turn, fire, hits. Ride the big fella. Ride him all the way to the finish line.
Bill, that's the benefit of having the great wall.
Oh, yeah.
When you need a basket, get it inside to the great wall, and he will deliver.
Rockets need another stop. Artest just pulled his way inside, and a foul called on Battier. And for Shane, that's his 2nd foul of the game, and it's the 15th foul on the Rockets. Let's go back to that Battier block a moment ago.
Oh, Shane Skywalker.
61 blocks on the season for Shane, and now Artest will have 2 big free throws. Now, I think another thing, Clyde, 5 team fouls on the Rockets, only 1 on the Kings. So every time the Rockets foul now, the Kings will get free throws out of it. 21 of 25 for Sacramento, 12 of 17 for Houston.
You're right, Bill. Every possession is key from this point on. And it's all about execution on both ends of the court.
1 out of 2 for Artest. 84-79 Rockets, 4:12 left to play. Alley-oop, and McGrady lost the ball, sets up Battier for a 3, and he missed it. Oh, my goodness, how do you miss that? Artest. Working on the Rockets inside, back out to Salmons. Salmons misses. Yao with the rebound. Yao with 23 and 12 now. Rafer will set up the play. 3:45 left to play. Rockets still with a 5-point lead. Novak will come out high. Down in low. Yao's got it over Mikey. Oh, went in and came back out, and Yao will get 2 free throws. Boy, when you're struggling to score, it is so hard to do, isn't it?
Every point is like pulling teeth. Look at that.
minute ago, T-Mac had a slam dunk on the alley-oop and couldn't hold on to the ball.
And I always said, in this game, you got to make your breaks. You just got to do what you've been doing to get the lead and try to do it all the time. Now, the Rockets are playing great defense, but they stopped because the Kings began to make shots.
2 big free throws by Yao Ming, 25 points, 13 rebounds, and Yao has 6 of the 7 points the Rockets have scored in this quarter.
Notice Reggie Theus is opting to go with Dino Udrich instead of Mike Bibby down the stretch.
Well, he's been more effective.
Yes, he has.
Artest gets it back. Artest on the drive.
Artest just too strong. And what he does best, he penetrates, but he looks for contact. He's not looking to get a shot off. He's looking for contact. And he's still strong enough to finish once he gets it.
24 points for Ron Artest. McGrady back to Novak. Swing it to Alston. Rafer with a jumper. Missed it. Tipped up in the air, and Udrich with the rebound. Rockets lead only 5 points. 2:52 left to play. Artest on the drive. And he throws it away. Well, Artest is working overtime here tonight. And the Rockets clinging to a 5-point lead. Welcome back. The Rockets at the end of 3 quarters had an 18-point lead. But look at the Kings. And Yao Ming with 6 of Houston's 7 points. Tracy McGrady has taken only 3 shots in this second half. He's 1 for 3.
Yeah, he is not showed
where
up.
has he gone?
He's not showed up offensively, playing good defense, but, you know, you got to pick it up if you're Tracy McGrady. Yao Ming, on the other hand, has responded in a nice way.
Well, here we go. 2:46 left to play. And the Rockets certainly don't want to blow this one. This crowd behind them here. And Battier will bring it into Rafer Alston, Yao Ming, Steve Novak, and Tracy McGrady in the game. Artest, Williams, Miller, Salmons, and Udrich.
This would be a nice victory to go into the All-Star break with 8 victories in a row. You got to finish this.
Battier looking down to Yao. It's not there. Novak repositions. 6 seconds on the shot clock. Down to Yao Ming to the middle for the jump hook, and he missed it. Boy, the Kings are swarming all over the court.
Got 3 guys on Yao Ming when he shoots the ball.
Rockets are 2 for 13 in this 4th quarter.
Horrendous shooting.
Artest. Back out to Miller again. Miller back. Artest will fire it up and hit. Well, the Rockets are going to have to score more than 7 points. But they're not going to win this game. 86-83.
The Kings have gotten a lot tougher, a lot more aggressive on defense and on offense. They seem to be setting the tone. The Rockets can't back down. They need to get tough.
Alston, 8 seconds now. Down to 7. Rockets haven't even attempted to go to the basket. Rafer has to fire one up, and it goes out of bounds. And here come the Kings again. The Rockets aren't even getting a good look.
No, I'd like to see somebody put their head down, drive to the basket, and just run over about 3 people.
Rockets are 2 for 14 here in the 4th quarter. Unbelievable.
And the shots they're taking are all fallaways out of their rhythm, out of their offensive game.
Rockets need a big defensive stop here. 1 minute and a half left to play in the game. Going to Artest. He's been the man. Taking it inside over Yao. Missed it. And a foul is whistled.
The Artest is just stronger. He's initiating the contact. He's making things happen. The Rockets, on the other end, have got to do the same thing. You can't fall away from the contact.
Look at what Ron Artest has done in the 4th quarter. He's got 11 points.
He's outscored the Rockets by himself in this quarter.
Yes, he has. The foul was on McGrady. That's his 2nd of the game. Rockets have to box out now in case he misses again. They gave up an offensive rebound a moment ago. He misses twice, and Yao with a rebound. Oh, those are two big misses by Artest. It's still a 3-point Houston lead. Now the Rockets have to score here, Clyde.
Yeah, it's a one-possession game. I'd like to see Tracy McGrady try to take it all the way to the basket.
Brady looking to pass it out, and Artest steals the ball. Third steal for Artest. Puts up a three, and no, it's a long two, and he hits it, and it's a one-point game.
Wow.
Artest has taken this game over. He has taken it to the Rockets by himself.
On both ends of the court.
86-85, Rockets, 48 seconds left. The crowd is up.
The Kings are denying every pass.
Ronnie Yao coming over the back is Williams. Steal the ball. Udrich's got it. Fifth turnover in the quarter. Going to Artest again. McGrady trying to stay with him. Artest with a fadeaway. Got it. And the Kings have taken the lead. Unbelievable collapse by the Houston Rockets. 26-7. Ron Artest is competing, and nobody else is competing against him. The Kings are up by a point. Ron Artest has taken the game over. He has 30 points, 15 in this quarter. The Rockets have only 7 as a team. So Ron Artest has outscored the entire Houston team 15-7 in the fourth quarter. Now where do the Rockets go, Clyde?
Well, they have struggled mightily. There's only one place to go, inside to Yao Ming. He's been the only guy to consistently produce.
But they're just forcing it into him.
What he's got to do is make a positive move and try to get the foul, because no one else can seem to make a shot.
Well, there's 24 seconds, 24.1 left in the game.
See, they're not going to leave Novak. They're not going to let him beat them.
Miller will be on Novak. Tracy McGrady is picked up by Artest. McGrady on the drive. T-Mac to the rack. Passed it off to Yao Ming. Knocked out of bounds. Why didn't Tracy take the shot?
See, I would love to see Tracy take that all the way to the basket and try to dunk it. He's going to get the foul. He's going to get 2 free throws. Well, luckily, they get the ball back.
Now the shot clock
is off.
There's no shot clock. And now the Rockets will bring it in, and I think there has to be there's a 1/10 of a second difference. There was 24.1 when the Rockets brought the ball in.
14 seconds left in the ball game. Bill, I tell you, I am in shock.
Well, I am too, and I'm sure most of our audience is. But if the Rockets could score here, that would solve a lot of problems. So this is a possession.
They might have taken their all-star break 1 quarter too early.
So we need the shot clock at 14 seconds.
Because they've certainly taken the 4th quarter off so far. But they still have a chance to redeem themselves.
So there's 14 seconds on the shot clock after the ball went out of bounds. Here we go. Rafer will bring it into Yao. Yao looking to McGrady. McGrady picked up by Artest. It's one-on-one right now. McGrady lost the ball, gets it back. 6 seconds left. It's on Novak. No! Steve Novak with his only basket of the game. Oh, Steve! Wow. Well, he came in 7 minutes ago and made made his biggest shot as a Houston Rocket.
I tell you what, you talk about the guts to stand up and knock down. McGrady draws the double team. That's what he does when he's on the floor. And look who knocks it down, Mr. Big Shot, Steve Novak.
Well, that's the good news. The bad news is the Rockets lead by 2 points, and there's still 2.5 seconds left to play. But boy, what a shot by Steve Novak. And the Rockets sent him down to the developmental league at the Rio Grande Valley early in the season, brought him back up. They played him a little bit here in January. And he's got enough time to be comfortable on the court. Now what do you do defensively?
Well,
the Kings will have it at midcourt.
You know who's going to get it? Artest. So I would run someone at Artest to double him and make someone else who hadn't been involved in the offense shoot the ball. But my point back to Steve Novak, he's one of the best shooters in the game. He should never be left because you know that guy will beat you. Now the Kings now know who Novak is. He's not afraid of taking the big shot.
Now Novak will sit and watch. Bonzi Wells will be in the game along with Chuck Hayes and Battier. So now the Rockets are getting their best defensive team on the court. John Salmons will bring it in. And he'll probably go to Artest.
Probably?
Chuck Hayes will be on Ron Artest. Miller goes for the game winner. Missed it. And the Rockets hang on to win. The Rockets score only 10 points in the fourth quarter. But 3 of them were by Steve Novak. And that was enough to win the game. The Landry Signature Group Rockets player of the game, Rafer Alston, 23 points, a season high, along with 7 assists. But it was the basket by Steve Novak that won the game for Houston, their 8th consecutive victory, their 5th straight at home. And the Rockets win it 89-87. Stay right here. Coming up after the game, we'll have complete post-game coverage on Rockets Live.